Morning, good morning. Hey, how are you all? This is Vitra Anthony with Vitra Anthony Presents. This morning I want to talk to my preschool, my parents of toddlers, preschool, kindergarten, first graders. I want to talk to you about playtime and why playtime is so important. There is a need. Our children need that playtime. Now, there's a time for watching television. There's a time for what they learn. There are some good shows. They've got the Mickey Mouse Club. They've got Dora and Doc McStuffins and a lot of those other shows. They have good messages. They teach good things. They teach good concepts. But do not replace those TV shows with just basic playtime, just basic imagination time, role play, things like that. There's a lot. Our children learn how to communicate through that basic play times. It is. It's TV nowadays has some different meanings in it, and so you need to be aware of what your child is watching. But let's try to split that time in half, turn the TV off, and just allow them to play. Allow them to go into the room where some toys are and allow them to play. And listen to what they're saying when they play, because that's how you will find out what they're picking up. I know some families with some very young kids, 2 and 3 years old, and they didn't think that that their children were paying attention to what was going on and what they were doing. And I told them, I said, well, let's turn the TV off and find out exactly. Back in the day, our parents used to make us play like that. We didn't get to watch TV for hours and hours and hours. Exactly. And these two kids repeated an entire conversation that these parents had, talking about some things that they didn't think their kids were paying attention to because they weren't involved in the conversation. So you will learn a lot from watching your child play and role play. But your children get so much out of it. They learn how to communicate. They learn how to work things through in their head. And it's okay to let them struggle a little bit while they play, because that's real life. That's what happens in the real world. You get caught up in stuff, things happen, and you don't immediately have an answer, and you have to figure it out. So I want to encourage you to turn the TV off. Let them watch one Mickey Mouse Club instead of 10 back to back. There's a reason why cartoons are programmed the way they are also. If I can teach you from a very, very young age to just sit mindlessly in front of a television and soak up only what I give you, and you're not thinking for yourself, when you become an adult, I can control you. So be mindful of that time that they spend in front of that television. Let them watch TV while you're cooking, but other than that, let them play. Let them play. And not video games. We're not going to play video games. Let them play where they have to use their imagination. They have to use their hands. They're going to get down on their hands and knees. They're going to role play. They're going to play with their dolls. They're going to play with their army men. My granddaughter has a kitchen set. And I watch her a lot of times while I'm cooking or while her mom is cooking. She goes to her kitchen set and she cooks. And she repeats. She repeats what you say. So you got to watch that. A lot of kids nowadays are just giving something exactly, because the parents don't know what to do. It's not that parents don't love their kids or they just, we have a lot of young parents now and they just don't know the steps to take. That's a very good point. So this is a step that you need to take. This is something you need to do with your young kids. Give them a toy and allow them to play. Don't stick them in front of a television for the entire evening. Allow them to play. If your child is going to daycare or preschool or someone is keeping them, you give them that time and allow them to play, you will learn all about what went on at school that day, because they'll act it out. They'll come in and they'll act it out. Sometimes if they love their teacher, they'll play like they're their teacher. If they are love some of the students in their class, they will pretend to be some of the students in their class. And that's how you learn things also. You'll know what's going on in their world. So I really, really want you all to stress that playtime. Cut off the television. Take away the iPad. Shut down the gaming systems, Nintendo. I don't even think they do Nintendo, but PlayStation and Xbox and all of that. Shut that stuff down and just let them play. Let them play. Join in if you feel like it, but let them play. Let them use their imagination. Let their creativity show through. Hey, this is your girl, Vetra Anthony, with Vetra Anthony Presents. If you're interested in getting me in for a workshop, you need to contact me now because June is filling up. Join my Facebook page, Preparing My Child for Success. I'll have tips all summer long. Remember, my goal is to reach 15,000 households. I want to reach 15,000 households by the time school starts in August, so our children are prepared to be successful. Not just our children, but our parents. Hey, I love you guys. Have a great, great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Check me out. Thank you.